with Rico and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I get your mic on. There you go. How you doing? Been a long time,
what's
man.
up? What's up? It's been a long. Yeah, it's been a while.
Right.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, it
Thanks
was
for having me.
off air we were talking about Capone's days when you would have your band and everything.
Yeah.
But you got something new. You're cooking up something new. There is, of course, a hot album that's in store. But what you been up to?
It's mostly been just working on the album nonstop. Like, it was a lot. So I'm just happy it's out now. So yeah.
It took some time. How long was the process for this album?
Technically, I was supposed to release it in 2020, but pandemic happened, and everyone wasn't in their right headspace. So yeah.
But creative wise, I mean, was it a challenge more of nung pandemic when it was happening? Na para bang, okay, I got my piece of work, everything done, and then about to release it, but then everything sort of like, okay, is it more challenging at those times, or is it more of like, okay, let's make some more beats, or how does it go?
It was definitely more challenging just because for Seance, my album, the one I just dropped, I had 10 artists that I've been planning to release an album with 10 artists and feature everyone. So during the pandemic, it was a lot harder because I had to send files and we had to send each other vocal takes. So it was tough. Yeah.
And it's like, alam mo yung exchange of vocal takes, medyo it takes time na para bang they don't got probably not the right internet connection, or was there ever a time, how do you say it to the artist na they couldn't get it right? Yung tono na gusto mo, yung pitch na gusto mo. Sometimes they go all out. How do you tell them that?
It was a lot. But I would send comments and then it wasn't the right one, or it's just better in the studio. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's like face to face, 1-on-1.
Nothing beats the organic feel of having
sure.
somebody that's next to you.
Exactly. So when we were jamming last year, when I was finishing the demos, it was so much easier. Like, it was super organic, natural. Like, we did all the songs in a day. I mean, all the artists came over to the studio and we just did it in a day.
Now, when it comes to touring it, it's different when you're a beat producer, when you're a producer of songs, and then you're touring it. What are the challenges you have to go through?
I'm still setting the tour up, but for sure it's scheduling, inviting the featured artists on the album.
No?
So,
Nag-record nga kayo, pero iba yung usapan sa schedule.
Yes, sir.
And to have 10 of those artists. The track you're hearing now is, of course, Good Enough. This features Jason Nakal, which we had on the concert series. Okay, so I mean, as far as picking the artists that you want to be featured in the album, how's that process go?
How did it work? Well, these are the artists I've worked with during, because I've been doing this for 10 years. So
I mean, quite a minute.
And it was just these artists were part of my journey in those 10 years. So it just made sense for me to put them on my debut album. It's like, okay, this is the set of people I want.
Many were asking, why did it take you so long to debut? Why did it take you that long?
Probably I I didn't have like the right gear, the right style, I guess, the techniques that I needed to like finish an album.
And if you know, if you're gonna ask you real talk wise, ikaw yung una na as a producer that has a full album with different artists as a beat producer.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the first one on the major release.
it's pretty major. Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, in a time, kunyari, Pharrell Williams and his collection, and
Oh,
you have all these different
yeah.
artists.
Yeah.
So who are the artists featured on this album?
I have Curtis Smith, Jason Dakal, Jolian, Olympia, Jaycon, Six and North Star, Augustua, Nadine, Loner, and Tala.
Which track from Nadine?
It's called Feel Something. It's on the
Uh-huh.
album, and it goes hard. That was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fun song to make. Yeah,
Yeah, but you know, for those that are tuning in, we have Crown is joining us here live in studio. Of course, the album, it's out now.
it's out now.
What's the title of the album?
It's called Seance,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, like it's out now. It's
What's the
streaming.
story behind it? What got you to get everybody on it? Is this a collection of the previous releases and then you just put it all in a body of work called an album? Or is this all from shit out scratch and have a storytelling behind it?
So I started Seance. Well, I started conceptualizing the album maybe like 6 years ago, right before the pandemic, so 2019. So 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of collected like at least like 200 demos on the hard drive.
Wow.
It was brutal. It's gnarly. Like my folders are like stacked. So
Uh-huh.
and so I just sort of sat down with everything probably last year and like sifted through everything, and like I came up with 12 songs. And
Ang hirap na yung
sort of
elimination
pitched it.
process. Yung para bang,
Sobrang
okay,
hirap.
this one
Sobrang
make the
hirap.
cut and then when I release the album, what am I gonna say to the artists that didn't make the cut?
Yeah.
How did you explain it?
It was chill. I guess it was chill. Like they didn't have a problem with it.
Uh-huh.
I think. Yeah.
Now, did you have an album release party
Yes, I did.
You
in
did?
Nokal last Saturday.
last Saturday? You gotta have this on tour.
I'm touring it. I think next month. So I don't have the dates yet, but for sure.
Cebu,
I
watch out, right?
Mhm,
Trademark,
mhm.
watch out. Hey, I know what's popping in Cebu. Once again, we're being heard, of course, BT 105.9 in Cebu and also 99.5 over in Davao. BT, of course, is our monster stations. For those that are watching us, we do have Crown is joining us. We're listening to the track, Good Enough in the background, Jason Dakal. Okay, so other than the artists, I mean, as a producer, what are the tips that you could give to the upcoming producers like yourself? Because, you know, in the Philippines, iba eh.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah,
Pag
for
sinabing
sure.
producer, yun yung tao na bibigyan ng money. But no, it's a person pressing the buttons,
Yes, sir.
making the beats. In these
Mhm.
times that I did mention earlier that through cinema, through Crown, of course, your Logic Club
Yeah.
that you were doing. Now you know it's now being respected as far as the producing scene is going on.
Mhm.
So you have any tips?
Probably just it's 90% listening
Mhm.
to music and 10% like just making it. I would recommend listening at least like maybe an hour to 2 hours of music like every day, probably.
You really gotta love it.
Yeah, and
Right,
you really
right,
gotta
right.
love it. It's like
So if you're not
Mm.
working, what are the stuff you're listening to?
if I'm not I'm listening to the new Bad Bad Not Good right now. That's super fire. Like,
Uh-huh.
that EP is really good. So yeah.
Are you like the type of musical geek na tipong mag-headphones kasi mo, ay, it's not balanced? Or is this
Yes.
more, you're that type?
Like that color is not working.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's
So
like-
what is the challenge now for all, like, especially the scene? P-pop is really, really big. You know,
yeah.
I mean, as far as producing for the P-pop acts, do you see yourself producing?
For sure. Like I wanna do Beanie
Uh-huh.
so bad. Like I need to get on that for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's just super fun to direct like different vocals and like stacking it.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, arranging it sounds fun.
We got some of our listeners tuned in. Of course, they are messaging us over 0961-136-7931. A question here. What's the story behind Crown? Without an O. Bakit daw without an O yung Crown? And am I the first person to ask this, or many
no,
have asked?
Many have asked.
Okay.
It was 2014, so no vowels were the in thing for that. Yeah.
So email mo ganun din.
Yeah.
Okay, so many are asking now, how do they work with such a producer like Crown? Is there some requirements if somebody wanted to make a song, a hip hop track?
Audition sa bahay. No, I'm just playing. I don't really know. I'm usually the one who hits them up. So
so when you feel like, okay, this is the vibe, okay, ito,
yeah,
the vocal tone.
If I see them live, like I sort of like hit them up and ask them if they want to work on a song.
Hey, okay, there's something to look forward to. We're hearing Scion, of course, off the album Scions, Good Enough, Jason Dacal. What's the next release? This is your current release, right?
Yes. We're probably gonna be doing a single drop every other week for the album.
Music video for this?
Yes. Well,
you got a label right there. Hey!
Hopefully we get one in a bag soon. So
okay, so many of producers are tuned in, trying to pick up inspiration from you. And for me, my question is, I did ask you how you got started in all this, but what happens when the doors are like, no? How do you keep on going as far as the beat's concerned and the production and the passion?
That's tough. I technically never had a day job. Like this is what I did like after college. I just started producing. So I don't know. It's just don't give up on your dreams. Probably cliche, but
from college to convince mom and dad that this is paying the bills.
Yeah,
especially with beats in the Philippines.
Yeah,
medyo challenging, diba?
I'm super grateful and blessed. Like I'm not denying that. Like it's
Iba yung supportive parents.
Iba yung supportive
yes, diba? Iba yun eh. It could be, and for you to pursue it. As far as the hardware setup, what's a basic setup that is affordable to produce beats?
You just have to pick a decent DAW, a digital audio workstation. Yeah, and I don't know, just experiment, maybe buy some drum packs and stuff and like, put them all together there. It's a steep learning curve, I think. Like probably takes a month of like doing it every day just to like get familiar with the software. But after that it's like tuloy.
And I know you do DJ sets.
Yes.
All right,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Do you play your own beats on that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Is that more challenging?
It's kind of scary just because you don't know what the crowd's
Your reaction.
Yeah.
So do you put it in between like the club hits?
I do.
I learned something new today.
I have a New Jeans remix out, and I usually like play that in the middle of my set. So
and as far as making a New Jeans remix or somebody mainstream, have they ever like holler back at you like, yo,
no,
that was a sick hit,
I wish. I had remixed Snooze also, but I never heard from SZA. So
hey,
I mean,
Snooze remix.
Yeah,
that'll be put some yung mga local
Perks.
instruments.
Oh yeah,
that'll be it. But Crown, thank you for dropping by.
Thank you so much.
Invite everybody,
for
vote for the songs here on the Monster.
Yes, please vote for Good Enough, featuring Jason, and stream Seance. It's out now on all streaming platforms, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah.
So are you going to be doing any festivals soon? Anywhere we could catch you?
I'm gonna be touring the album, and it's gonna start next month in June. So watch out for my posters. Yeah.
And summer plans. It's still May. We're right smack in the middle of May. Temperatures rise, a little bit of thunderstorms left and right.
That's true.
But for you, is there any shows for you over in like, I don't know, Surigao or what are those?
I'm probably gonna be part of the tour for sure. I want to hit up the Zone Visayas Mindanao.
Dude,
like,
that'll be it. That'll be it. But Crown, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Why
man.
take you a decade to be here, man? You know what I mean?
Took too long. Yeah.
But congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the
Thank
album.
you.
This is your debut album, of course. Star-studded debut album.
that's how I wanted to go, and like
Right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are tuning in, give it up for Crown.
Thank you.
Yes, here joining us, of course. We're going to hear the track, Good Enough, Jason Nakala on the track. Till then, on behalf of Kayla Rivera, I'm Rico Robles. Do vote for the song here on The Monster. This is a Monster exclusive interview. On air, you're about to hear the track. Keep it locked here on The Monster.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview.